Hi, this is Kendra with True Us TV, and I'm back with another video. I wanted to pick up where I left off, but I'm going to kind of delve into this talk on that I wanted to have on colorism and self-hate and racism within our community and our standards of beauty that I see culturally among my American Indian people. Right? Can y'all explain to me, how is it that us as a people have such bad self-hate? Like, I always think we love ourselves. Like, it shocks me when I see that we have fell hook, line, and sinker on some of these beauty standards and some of our ideas of each other, and just a lot of the way we think. I'm like, nah, I think we love ourselves. We like a lot about ourselves. And I think we have grown in many ways as a people. But then sometimes when I watch some of these videos on Instagram, I'll be shocked to hear and see some of the things that come out of the mouth of my people. Shocked. So I wanted to touch base on some of the issues that I'm having with us as a race. And I'm going to start with self-hate. A lot of our men and women do not realize that they value themselves and others who look like them very low. Even from the customer service, even from the interaction, respect, and feeling as if your own people don't deserve the best respect, don't deserve the best customer service, don't deserve the best quality of product, does not deserve to live in decent housing and neighborhoods, or even to expect that. Also, feeling as if your people, your men or women, don't even deserve the best of you in a relationship. That the bare minimum is what your people should expect from each other as a race. And so I want to talk about that, and especially when it comes to our men, because I see this a great deal with our men. So I want to touch base on that. Why do I find that a lot of our men, when they date their own race of women, they think that them just being there is enough? They don't have to show up and show out. They don't really have to work, put in effort, love the woman, be there, comfort her, talk to her, love and be affectionate and nurturing to her, be thrilled to be with her. And this is not all of y'all, so I'm not talking to all of y'all. I'm just talking to the ones that I'm talking to who's like this, right? You think that you just being there in her and talking to her is what she should be excited about, because most of you wouldn't even think of it, so her black, A better just be happy that I'm there. And not only that, she better fit the bill, because if she doesn't have a big butt and small waistline, and have hair on her head that's hers, or her weave good enough, I can't date her. She has to be the cream of the crop, she has to be the best of the best of the best, with good personality. Of course, that's a given, you want somebody, but still, she needs to have her own money, but not make too much money, because then you'll feel emasculated. But she got to be able to fit the bill. She got to be able to go 50-50, but when, and she can't get mad at anything. She better just be all around perfect. Otherwise, I can't date a black woman. And she got to be exciting like something, because I can't just date her and she's a regular so-called black woman, American Indian woman. I can't just date her. She got to make me excited too. So not only does she got to tap dance, look perfect, be perfect in every way, because I can't just date any old woman that's like me, So, but when you get with any other race of woman, she don't gotta come from nothing. She don't gotta be anything. She don't even gotta look like anything for real. Her teeth ain't gotta be in her mouth. If her hair is just a little bit of straight, wavy or curly, that's all she need. Wavy, curly hair. Her skin she gotta be lighter than a brown paper bag. She could be fat, wide, and all outside. Don't matter, because as long as she's not black, you feeling lean and mean, and that's where you want to be at. And a lot of you guys who even say, I date nothing but my queens, a lot of you date nothing but your queens because you don't feel lean and mean. Because if you felt lean and mean and confident, you wouldn't even date your own women. A lot of you date your own women because you actually want to be the bare minimum. You don't want to achieve to be more for your women. You are fine with being the baby daddy and the long-term boyfriend. You don't even want to marry your women. You don't think your women even deserve marriage. And especially from the podcast that you receive, the podcast that always tell you that marrying your own race of woman, why bother? Why? But she's not good enough. She wasn't raised with a father. And you have no idea how much self-hate that is. You have no idea how you yourself only look. Who said that Asian woman was raised with a father? Who said that? Who said that white woman was raised with a father? How do you know that? Who said that Hispanic woman was raised with a father? Who said that even though she was raised with a father, that her father was emotionally available and there? Who said it? Who said it? Nobody. But you assumed, right? Because you assume, because you say, oh, it's not culturally acceptable in their community for them to have children out of wedlock, and that. But they do have children out of wedlock, a lot. They are not always married at all. They're just also in situationships just like we do, because they're human, and that can happen to any race. But you only equate those negative things with your own women. But yet you demonize us, your women, for being fatherless, but you never demonize the father for walking out. Make that make sense? Because we understand the effects of a fatherless home, but why would I be at fault for my father not being home, and I'm deemed unlovable because he left? Shouldn't he be deemed unlovable for not taking accountability for the children he made and walking out of that? Why does that fall on me as a child head, and y'all think that that's funny? And that's a reason to deem somebody as unlovable, and assuming that white, Asian, Hispanic, and Indian women all have fathers, when we know that that's not the case a lot of the times. Make that make sense? Just because something is culturally frowned upon doesn't mean that these things don't. So just because in these cultures it is more acceptable to be married doesn't mean everybody's married. Are you kidding me? And that mean everybody is not having children under the sanctity of marriage. You understand that every race have children out of wedlock. Africans, Asians, Latinos, Hispanics, every form of Asian, Hindu, every race does it. We're not the exception to the rule. Like, it's not. I mean, we're not the only ones who do it, right? Where everybody else is the exception to the rule. Everybody get married, but no, it happens in every race, every culture, every person. It happens globally, right? So what I'm getting at is, we need to understand that is a value issue here. A lot of American Indian men don't value their own women, because it's kind of like when in Rome, do what the Romans do. So if the white man doesn't value the American Indian woman, neither do you. You don't even know that you're being brainwashed to not value your women. For instance, on social media, when we have celebrities who be like, I don't date American Indian women, I don't like black women, so-called black. Y'all know when I say American Indian, that's who we are. I don't even date them for real. I don't date them, especially if they dark. I don't do it. I don't date them. You don't even understand how you sound. And then you walk around with these white babies and you be so proud, and it's embarrassing. I'm dead ass. And you think that white man is looking at you and think, he's up there. They laugh at y'all. You know y'all a joke. Because a real power couple and real power is walking into a wealthy situation with your own women by your side. But you so busy thinking that if you get what that white man got, you somebody. You think he think you somebody? The problem is he think you nobody because you think you nobody. If you still trying to please him and appease to him and waiting for affirmation and confirmation of this white man to tell you somebody, baby, then you are a nobody. Because you should never need nobody to validate you at all. And these are the problems that I am dealing with in our society, in our race as an American Indian woman. We never needed their confirmation or affirmation, ever. Ever. So it's sick that this is why I know we're being brainwashed. We never needed it before. Our men never felt less than. And now all of a sudden, all you see is our men feeling like he has to have a mixed race or white skinned baby to be something. And he don't care how the baby look as long as it has a hue of complexion. Because it's going to get into colorism. And I said this in a previous video. Colorism is no more than an inflation and a deflation of one's beauty, period. So what does it do? It inflates the beauty to the eye, right? Because beauty really is in the eye of the beholder, right? Because not everybody finds the same person attractive. There is a universal standard of beauty that where you can tell somebody is beautiful, but beauty also is in the eye of beholder. But in the sense that where colorism comes in this topic, right, is when you take somebody lighter and you automatically, without looking, say that they're beautiful. And then you take somebody darker, without even looking, one assumes that they're not attractive. If you put them together, despite whether the lighter skinned woman is pretty or not, whether a dark skinned person is pretty or not, you automatically inflate and see and look, whether you know it, look for the beauty in the lighter skinned woman and look for the unattractiveness in the darker skinned woman. And that is what colorism does. And this is all a form of self-hate. Because at the end of the day, I don't know how we, as a people who are majority brown skin, can teach this type of behavior, given the fact that if I mate with a man even as my hue of complexion, I can have a child as light as my sister. So why would I want to create colorism when I gotta love my children of any shade they come in? You get what I mean? Why would I want to, no, if I was lighter skin, why would I want to create in children that I got to bring into a world that type of mental abuse when my children can come out, no matter what my husband look like, they can come out on any spectrum of light to dark. And I have to raise them and instill confidence and self-worth in them. Why the hell would I want to teach my children to look at each other in such a way based off a hue of complexion? Because if you take the body of light skin, and I use these people as examples because we know them. You don't know the people in my life for me to give an example of the people in my life. So if I take Hollywood, for instance, and I get a handful of light-skinned celebrities and dark-skinned celebrities, and I compare them, lighter-skinned celebrities do not come out victorious in beauty than darker-skinned celebrities. So, for instance, if I have Beyonce and Rihanna, I don't know a lot of light-skinned people in Hollywood. Other Beyonce, Rihanna, Carrie Hilson, there it is. Carrie Hilson, Zoe Kravitz, right? I'm gonna take those three, right? And I have, come on, give me somebody. Excuse me, the Ryan girl who was on a show with Queen Latifah. The show, her name's something Ryan. I never can get this girl's name. And I had Something Ryan, Marsai Martin, Kelly Rowland, and Kelly Rowland, and I'm trying to think of somebody else. And Aaliyah, right? I didn't know. I can't think of nobody that anybody knows, but those four women, right? So I gave a light skinned Hollywood, which was Beyonce, Rihanna, Zoe Kravitz, and Lori Harvey is what I gave. Then I gave for the darker skin side, we got we got the Ryan girl from that show. I forgot. We could throw in the Keke Palmer. Who all y'all know? Marsai Martin. And I named somebody else that was brown skin. And I don't know. Gabrielle Union. I had to throw Gabrielle Union. All right, and I named them. And light skinned Hollywood don't look no better than brown skin Hollywood. If you line all four of those women, all 8 of those women that I had to look at my hand, of those women up, the lighter skin side is not beating the darker skin side. These women are all equally yoked in beauty. Oh, I named Kelly Rowland. That's who I named. These women are all equally yoked in beauty. If you look at them, they are all gorgeous, and all of them are equally matched to each other. It's not like the lighter skin side is trumping the darker skin side. You can't say that that the lighter skin women look better than the darker skin women, because you would be lying. They are all equally yoked. If you look at all of them, they're equally yoked in beauty. So it's kind of like, but colorism would make you believe that the lighter skin side looks better, and it's false. Because if you took Lori Harvey and a Ryan girl, which they were together, they would actually have a photo together. Lori Harvey don't look no better than her at all. They're equally yoked. And if you're gonna go white is pretty, and American Indian women, so-called black women, are ugly, well, let's just use Hollywood let's use Hollywood celebrities, right? Because y'all know them, y'all won't know people in my life. So let's do that, right? Now, I don't know if y'all know every Hollywood celebrity, but I'm gonna use men this time, because oftentimes colorism is weaponized against women. But I don't know. I'm gonna use women, and then I'll go ahead and use men. So let's take, since we gonna say white, because let's even do mixed race. Let's do mixed race, because they say racially ambiguous women tend to look better than fully American Indian women. So let's do that. Let's take Zendaya Coleman and then Keke Palmer. They're equally yoked in beauty, and anybody's standards of beauty. Because have you seen Keke Palmer? Have you seen Zendaya Coleman? They're equally yoked. Okay, very, very equally yoked. Okay, with or without makeup. Okay, let's take who else? Let's take the girl from Grownish on the show Grownish and Blackish. And I forgot her name. I can't think of her name. But y'all know the girl, she now older. She the older sister in Grownish. And let's take the younger sister, Marsai Martin, and Blackish. Let's compare those two. The oldest girl in Grownish, do not look better than Marsai Martin. Do you understand me? And she's mixed race. She's the older girl is Portuguese and American Indian, while Marsai Martin is full American Indian. When you compare the beauty, she don't look no better than Marsai. Actually, as a matter of fact, and in my own opinion, is my own opinion. You know what I mean? She don't look no better than Marsai Martin, right? If you do the comparison in beauty. So I just used 2 people of racially ambiguousness and 2 people who are fully American Indian. She don't look no better. So I did her name is at the top of my tongue and I can't get it, but I used Zendaya Coleman and a girl from Grownish, the lead character in Grownish. And then I used Marsai Martin, and I used Keke Palmer. And if you match these women, and line up them and all they beautiful pictures, they would be equally matched and yoked in beauty. So so now that we add a racially ambiguous, let's even go Latino and Hispanic. Now, I don't know a lot of Hispanic artists, and it's hard. I don't know a lot of them. I only know Jennifer Lopez, and I could beat Jennifer Lopez just by saying Beyonce. So, and when I'm talking about beauty, not music. Okay, let me lower it so that because people can be like, well, she's just a better. No, if you're talking about beauty, Beyonce kills and beats down Jennifer Lopez every day of the week. And I'm just being honest. So let's not even go there. But let's even talk, if we're talking hues, Jennifer Lopez and Nia Long. And I'm talking about if you'll get all they pictures now from them from youth to Asian. Jennifer Lopez don't beat Nia Long out in beauty at all. So there's that. If you're talking white, if we're going to say that white is beautiful, right? And white, we're going to use white Hollywood. All these people are beautiful, but what I'm saying is, because something is lighter, don't make it pretty. Don't make it prettier. I can show you, and let's just go there. Let's go with white Hollywood, right? Let's name, what are they be most attractive to me? Again, it's everybody's own opinion. But let's name some of them that y'all would know, that I would know, right? Let's take Angelina Jolie and Megan Fox, right? Angelina, we're going to use those two white folk. We got Megan Good, okay? I'm just being honest. So you got Megan Fox and Angelina Jolie. Megan Good. I'm about to say Nia Long. Megan Good and... give me another black celebrity I did not use already. Megan Good and... come on, why is these celebrities not coming to me? Okay, Megan Good and a woman from Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Y'all know, I don't know her name. I don't know. Felicia Rashad. Well, who did I name? Angelina Jolie and Megan Fox. So we got Megan Good. We got, I can't think of her daggone name either. I can't think of her name. Come on, give me I can't think of her name for nothing. I can't. Oh, Sanaa Lathan. Okay, it wasn't Sanaa Lathan, it was the other lady, but I couldn't think of nobody at the time. You know what I mean? Couldn't think of nobody at the time. But Sanaa Lathan. Now, when you look at the body of Hollywood and you take Angelina Jolie and Megan Fox, and you take Megan Good and you take Sanaa Lathan and you compare these women, Angelina Jolie and Megan Fox is not beating out Megan Good and Sanaa Lathan. They just not. So when you look at Hollywood and you're looking at beauty and you're talking about just because somebody is pale skin or lighter skin that they look better than somebody who is brown skin or American Indian woman, so-called black woman, it's false. Because if I list white Hollywood and I list so-called American Indian, so-called black Hollywood, I can, for instance, let's even go with men, right? Because you know how colorism became only a women thing, right? Let's just list men. If I name Brad Pitt, I'm going to name two good-looking, white dudes, right? Brad Pitt and what's this guy's name? I can never remember these people's names. Brad Pitt and at one point Leonardo DiCaprio, even though it's another guy I was thinking George Clooney, there it is, okay? Especially back in the heyday, y'all know George Clooney, a handsome white man. Brad Pitt and George Clooney, right? Now, off the rip, Morris Chestnut, right? I'm telling you, doing a comparison, Morris Chestnut and come on, why do I forget people's name? Morris Chestnut and I can name anybody. Morris Chestnut and Tyrese, and especially in Tyrese's heyday. Like Morris Chestnut, if you just look at the body of the white men and the black men, and if white means a more attractive, I can name a handful of white celebrities and a handful of black, so-called black celebrities, American Indian celebrities, and they don't look better than them. You understand me? I can, like, Brad Pitt, George Clooney, who else? Leonardo DiCaprio, Justin Timberlake, right? I'm trying to think. Those are the four I know. I'll be honest. I don't know. I do, but I don't. So it's kind of like hard. So you guys will know. So Justin Timberlake, George Clooney, Brad Pitt. Who did I say else? George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio. And I said Morris Chestnut. I said Tyrese and Genuine. Like, ain't they a group? And Genuine. And these men, I mean, they're not beating out George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and Leonardo DiCaprio ain't beating Genuine, Tyrese and Morris Chestnut. It's not happening in anybody's. It's not. They just don't do it, and we all know that. You know, I'm just trying to use people y'all might know, right? So this idea that being lighter makes you more attractive or mixed race is BS. It's straight bullcock. And all y'all sitting out there self-hating, trying to make these babies that's racially ambiguous in this illusion that the aesthetics of the baby is going to be look better. Your children don't look no better than nothing. They are as attractive as they're going to be attractive. I've seen two unattractive people of the same race make a beautiful child. The same way I've seen two unattractive people of different races make a beautiful child. I've seen two attractive people make a mediocre child. I've seen one attractive person and one non-attractive person make a mediocre or a pretty child. It's just the way the features are set up on your face. It has absolutely nothing to do with hue of complexion, but one would know that if they did not have this mental illness called colorism and self-hate. So that's what I'm trying to get at, okay? I'm trying to make y'all understand it's a trick, right? There's been a war on us American Indian for quite some time to make us not procreate with each other. There's been a war, and these mental and emotional tactics are one of them. To get you to hate what looks like you, hate or despise, what looks like you, what you reproduce and create, and feeling not worthy or worthless if you have the same race of person as you, as if the only time you have value added to you is if you date outside your race. And a lot of you guys do not understand that is exactly how you feel when you are with your own race. You feel like when you're with your own race of women, or women, we don't do that a lot. This is more men who do that. You feel like when you are with your own race, you feel like you are less than. And a lot of you are only with your own race of women because you don't feel, like Jenny Mai said, lean and mean. You don't feel like you qualify to get other races of women. You feel low. Even no matter how much money you make, you don't feel worthy. You feel like they're too good. They say, no, I feel like I feel like I'm not good enough. No, you feel like, because the proof is in the pudding on how you treat your women. The proof is in the pudding. You call us queens, but you treat us less than that. You don't value yourself. You look miserable when you're with the American Indian woman. You cheat all the time. You want to know why you cheat on your women so much? Because you don't really want to be there. You feel like having every other race of woman is a trophy. You're equivalent, you're equal to those other. Why do you think it's so easy for y'all to put y'all women down? You think that we're all the same, we're all cookie cutter, we're all ghetto ratchet messes who are baby mamas who don't work, and we're lazy, and if we do work, we make too much money, we're full of ourselves, we all can't be submissive. You're insane. I did a video prior on how American Indian women, so-called black women, are more submissive than most women. Because what we deal with, some of us are buying y'all. Some of us are out here doing whatever it takes to keep men who don't work, don't protect them emotionally, even spiritually, mentally, in any way, not even their children. And these women cater to y'all. Buy your cars, clothes, get your hair done. And some of y'all don't even take care of children. You just sit at home and say, my presence is enough for you American Indian women. Because otherwise I could go with the other race of women. If I don't do it for you to make you want to be the best man that you should be, because when you treat me good and you're doing right for yourself, and you're at your full potential, and if I can't pull that out of you, then I'm not the woman for you anyway. If you feel lean and mean and those other races of women make you want to go out there and be the best man that you can be, then you go be it. Because I don't want a man who look at me and can't value himself when he's with me because he thinks so less of me. Does that make sense? I don't want anybody to be with me who think like that. I don't want you to settle. If I'm your settlement, I don't want to be. That hurts to know that somebody wouldn't be with you and you wouldn't be their first choice. Go where your first choice is. And if it's not with us, then it's not with us. It is what it is. I need us women who want to date American Indian men, your own men. Date them. But if you find yourself in a position where you know he does not value you, he doesn't see you worthy to provide and protect mentally, spiritually, emotionally, monetarily, and physically, don't be with him. Sit with yourself long enough to find value in yourself and love yourself, to know that you deserve more. Sit with yourself. A lot of us need to sit with ourselves. You can't fill that void. Go to God. Me and my sister wanted to do a video about another talk on what could be holding you guys back from getting spouses. Your covenant spouse. That's probably going to be another talk. Different reason for a different season. Different time. But anyway, this is a little food for thought. This is Kendra with True TV. Stay up, stay blessed, put God first above all else. And excuse this is my voice, y'all. I am a very raspy voice. I've always had it. I've always, if I'm not hoarse, this is pretty much how my voice is. It is always raspy. And it's always like this. So I always be like, excuse, because sometimes I'm hoarse. Sometimes it's just, but if you can't tell the difference, this is pretty much my voice. I am a very raspy speaker. It's just what it is. I don't know why. It's just how my voice is. But anyway, stay up, stay blessed, put God first above all else. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video. And peace out, y'all. I'm sorry for these long talks, but I be trying to know where y'all coming from, y'all. Peace out.